Fuck.
YouTube, what is going on, guys? Today we are back with more Nerd Tavern, and Goose, you might hear him a little bit in that background because, as you guys may have noticed, he hasn't made the video.
They're putting me on this stupid little. Fuck. You'll find out in a bit. Let's just put it at that.
Uh, uh,
Sacrifice, sacrifice.
exactly, Matthew gets it.
Uh,
But you guys that know at the end of last week's podcast, Ghouls himself said that he would do this, that he's going to eventually have to play through Mighty Number 9, which you guys saw how bad the game was. He coached me through it, but there's a special condition to it. You guys know I had to have 9 lives just to beat some of the levels. He's going to have to beat every level with 1 life.
Too bad it can't be an extra. Too bad we're not with them to instill an extra punishment.
I hate all of you.
And so next week, if he hasn't had the video finished, he will eventually have to play through Ghosts and Goblins.
Fuck.
I don't remember that game being that bad though.
The game's not bad by any means. It's hard as fuck though.
But it's hard. Where is this the Is this the NES version? Please let me play the SNES version. That's a hell of a lot better.
Goes, I'll let you pick.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Cause fuck the NES version. I'm not doing it. Nope.
But so anyway, we
guys,
back.
what's up?
Jeff is unfortunately still not here with us.
Yeah, he's got some shit going on. So he'll probably be back in soon. I don't know what's up with him.
Eh.
Alright, so we got a pretty good show. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit this off. Alright, you guys know Blizzard announced it about a couple days ago. Genji is coming to Heroes of the Storm. That's all fine and dandy in my opinion. But my question to y'all is Blizzard adding too many Overwatch heroes to this game?
I don't blame them if they are, because Overwatch has been incredibly successful. You know, it's been incredibly successful. I can understand why bringing characters in their other games would help promote those games.
Alright.
So I'm not surprised by that at all.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
My personal opinion, though, adding too many in this span of time, I guess, because it was originally Tracer, and like I don't know how often they add Heroes of the Storms. I don't play Heroes of the Storm, but I just feel like they're getting. At some point, you've got to say enough characters is enough, and I know people are gonna say, well, in a MOBA, you always have to keep adapting, but that's kind of the thing when you make a game based off only your characters. Eventually, you have to stop. It's not like Dota or League of Legends where you can just make up a character. Or
Yeah.
Smite, for instance, they're basing it off a god.
Gods in different religions or pantheons,
Exactly.
you could say.
But eventually, let's just say, they can't do anymore.
Oh yeah, they'll eventually run out.
So, I guess this can also span off into another conversation. At what point do you think, okay, it's enough? Like, how many characters are enough?
At least
When
5.
there's like 5 or 7 of them.
Yeah, because I know there's at least 5 or maybe even more StarCraft characters, and I think there's 6 World of Warcraft characters, and I don't even know how many Diablo characters are in there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Now this one has got me. I guess we'll go ahead and move on. Do we have anything else really to say?
No, everything good in the
No,
game, cool.
All right. So this one's
no.
got a lot of Nintendo fanboys heated because Nintendo's been doing good, but they still haven't figured out their main problem. They don't make enough of the quality. Not quantity. The quality's great. The quantity's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So the NES is killed. They're doing this
NES
last
Mini.
shipment and it's done.
The NES Mini, by the way, not the actual NES. Which, by the way, at this moment on eBay, the NES Mini is selling for more than the original console.
But what's the point of having the NES Mini when you can just buy people's like off-brand NESs for way
Exactly.
cheaper?
The people who are selling this thing for like $500 are assholes because they know you can get like an actual NES for way cheaper, a functional one, for about sometimes $50.
Yeah, I don't like this, but
Yeah.
there is another part to this. So now they've decided this ended. Nintendo
right.
probably made shit tons of money off this. I probably mean shit tons of money off this thing.
Oh, you know. You know.
Yeah,
That they
so
would.
how do we follow this up? Let's go ahead and miniaturize what a lot of people consider to be one of the best consoles ever made.
The
Super Nintendo.
SNES. And guess what? It's probably gonna include
And it's gonna be
Earthbound,
the
everybody.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's gonna be the same exact shit. They're gonna make way too little of them. It's
But it's
going to
more
be,
compact.
there's gonna be way too little of them. There's gonna be millions and millions of people wanting to get it. It will release. There's not enough to fit everybody's demands, and within a couple months they'll cancel it.
Yeah, like oh, like
On the other hand, you can get an
same thing's gonna
actual
happen.
Super Nintendo for like an actual workout for around $100.
Mm. Yeah,
Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah. Like these console ideas, like great. Nintendo is doing that, and I think it's cool.
Hell,
But
hell,
what's
here's
dumb
the
about it
issue.
is that you can go buy these off brands. I have an old NES that can
Better
hook
yet.
up with AV cables, and I got it for $30, and it can play all my old NES games that I
Better
like.
yet, there are third-party devices that people sell, like the Retron 5
Yeah, that's
and
exactly what I was
shit.
just talking about.
And that's way cheaper. And it supposedly makes games look better. Yes, it's not authentic, but if people don't care about authenticity and want to play older games but not rely on illegal ways to play them,
And what's
there you
even
go.
this is what I find even worse about all this is that Nintendo, if you're in that dumb fucking program of theirs, they'll send you one of these things for free, and then a loyal customer might not get one because they have to go to work and they can't pre-order, and then Nintendo makes like 5 of them.
And then they go with the excuse, oh, we didn't know it was gonna sell this well. Like, oh, we didn't know it was gonna sell this well. We didn't think.
Nintendo seems to have this philosophy that we're going to create very little and pretty much scam people of their money and
Pretty
then be
much.
like, oh shit, we're just gonna cancel it so you don't get mad at us.
Oh god.
What's next, Nintendo? An N64 Mini? We're
Oh
gonna make
my!
like 100 copies of them, and then sell them for like, and then they'll be sold off to assholes that'll go back and sell them for a ridiculous amount of money. What's next? A GameCube Mini? A Wii Mini?
Dude, get the Wii U Mini. It's done. Nintendo's making millions.
The Wii U Mini.
Ugh.
Dude, it's
Oh
probably gonna
god, I
sell
hate.
better than the actual one.
No, no. I hope they do like Nintendo Switch Mini like in like 50 years from now.
Oh my god, Nintendo.
Yeah, but I
What
do
the
want to
fuck are
add
you
that
doing?
if the SNES is real, mini, whatever, it's supposedly gonna be launching in the winter, so you know that thing's gonna sell out instantly.
Yeah.
And if Earthbound is included, I'm going to try and get one because with the NES Mini, I didn't care too much because I had like a lot of the games already, and I had the one of these retro, not those third-party NESs, and I was like, I don't need it, whatever. But Earthbound's like $100 game, people. It's impossible to get.
Yeah, well, unless you own the Virtual Console
Hmm.
on Wii U. If we're talking about an SNES copy, then oh my god, good fucking luck. That shit sells for like hundreds. Hell, if you want my advice, if you want to get an actual copy of Earthbound, an actual physical copy of Earthbound, get a reproduction cart. I know it's a bootleg, but you'll be saving yourself a lot of money.
We do not promote emulation on this podcast. Do not emulate because you could get. If some cop finds you, he will arrest you. That's that's our that's that's the
Keyword,
official nerd
if you want to
tavern. We are
save
not
money.
responsible for this.
Keyword is saving you
Just
money. That's if you really don't feel like buying an authentic copy, by all means, you know. But yeah, SNES Mini is gonna be I'm gonna say it's gonna be a colossal failure.
Wait. It's
And
wait. Describe what you mean by colossal failure. Like fuck the consumer.
like yeah, essentially, get fuck the consumers over by not making enough, and then
And then
freaking
ship a
goldmine.
shit ton of them to YouTubers.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll go ahead and move on.
Yeah, I got nothing else to
yeah.
say.
All right. All right, hold on. All right. So, this one's actually pretty cool. So the Xbox One, announcing actually something pretty cool. You guys know Steam? They did digital returns. I think starting about a year ago, almost. Um, so now Xbox is doing it. I believe it's following the same rules. It's 2 hours. Um, then you can return it. So, um, they basically
Oh,
had the
lovely.
digital system already, at least for pre-orders. If you pre-order the game, you can cancel it 14 days before the actual game. But now this is, you can try it for a little bit, I guess, and then return it as necessary.
Hmm.
I imagine this was put in place because of the whole No Man's Sky fiasco last year.
Um,
Because a lot of
Probably,
people
but
bought it,
like,
realized it was a pile of shit, wanted a refund, and they didn't get it. Well, a lot of people didn't get it.
hmm.
So Microsoft is implementing this to protect those consumers. Will it be
And
successful? Who knows?
I'm guessing they also, they're getting their ass kicked by Sony. This is just another big friendly consumer thing to say, hey, does PlayStation do this? No.
Well, I
And of
imagine
course,
after
this
this,
isn't going to sell a
Sony's
console,
gonna.
but it's a nice little thing for people that, let's say, get No Man's Sky or get ukulele, something like that.
The
and can
question
return
is,
it.
will it be successful? Because Steam has this as well, and from what I've heard, it can be garbage sometimes.
Well, Steam is usually not the best with refunding, so I can see why people
Exactly.
would argue about it, but like this is Microsoft, so maybe they'll handle it better,
It's
but
just hitting a
can't
button
really
now.
fucking know.
Basically, what it will be is you will hit a button and that's it. It's just if you are inside the guidelines, you can return it by hitting a button, and that's it.
Yeah, guess you're right.
But it's just a very friendly consumer thing. I think it's good, but this Microsoft, you gotta bring the games. The games is what you need right now.
Yeah. First, first party developing, developing first party games should be in your priorities right now because not everyone's gonna buy your, not everyone, because I'm guarantee you most people nowadays are more heavy on PC than ever before. And Sony's kicking your ass right now in terms of first party. You gotta bring the first party stuff. I mean, you can talk about how powerful your new system's gonna be, but if you don't have anything fun to back up what you're giving out, and if a PC can easily be made with about the same amount of with about the same price, then what's the point? What is the point?
Now again, to even be completely biased, Sony, like, I guess almost like last holiday. Last holiday sucked for them. No one can sugarcoat it. Flat out,
Because
the holiday sucked. And then they
because the
they
Xbox One S, was actually marketed really well. It was marketed as a 4K Blu-ray system.
and then they had Gears. They had, what else did they have besides Gears? They had, was that it?
That was it. That was literally it. I could not recall a single other thing that came out during that last portion of the year.
Well, I guess it's one more game than Sony had.
And yeah, that's pretty much what killed. I'm not sure because they had Uncharted 4.
That, I mean, Sony had The
What
Last
killed
Guardian
Sony
that
last during that
still
last
doesn't
portion of the
sell
year
well.
was the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro was really just not that much better than a regular PS4.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I just want this to be put. Everybody has their down parts, but Sony, what they just did, I guess, exclusive wise, and released 6 or 7 exclusives, is so huge in January and through March, while Microsoft released Halo Wars 2, and that was it.
Yeah, let's just look at what Sony's got right now. They had a bunch of JRPGs, the biggest one being Persona 5. They had Horizon Zero Dawn. It's no comparison. It's no comparison. They're crushing Microsoft in the first party in terms of first party, and you know that really saddens me because I really want Microsoft to at least try and think of something. But so far, they haven't done really anything besides talk about hardware, talk about hardware, talk about hardware.
All right, Matthew,
Mm.
what do you think about these digital
Yeah.
returns?
If they're gonna copy like the same system that Steam has, it's not gonna work out well for them. But if
Ooh.
like they actually make it function, then it won't be that bad.
All right, all right, we'll go ahead and move on. Now, this story is actually pretty cool. You guys know what Prey is. Prey's that new arcade game. Guys that make Dishonored, if you know what Prey is, you first game came out. It was kind of an ad game by people. When the second game got announced, everybody was hyped for it. Second game got canceled. Then this came up, and now we are at where we are. But they announced that they are doing a demo, like a 1 hour demo, before the full game is released. And I think this is awesome, and more developers should do something like this. This just brings back old,
Uh,
like, classic, I guess, gaming.
The good old feeling of like actually playing the game before it comes out, so you can actually test it and see
Y-
if you actually want to buy the game.
exactly. Like, I don't know, like you guys, like
Holy
at
shit!
least
What
when
a
I was a kid,
concept!
I would always go to like to the magazine section, and then I like always like to get magazines because they always had like a demo disc inside of them.
Oh, remember that like the Xbox
Oh
magazine
yeah, I
where they
remember
always give
that
you
too.
like a demo disc?
Yep.
That was the best.
Yeah, I remember those two growing up.
Those just bring up good memories. So I just wanted to bring this up. And do you guys think this is going to become a norm, or is this just a one-off thing because of also Bethesda's new rule on no more review copies because they don't believe in that anymore?
They'll just probably they'll probably leave um with demos from now on. Especially the type of games
Um,
they're like producing right now. I really don't see why they wouldn't do a demo.
Mm.
I think I can see why they would get rid of that no more review copies policy though. Why they get rid of that review copies policy though? It's because they want people to buy the game with, uh, right from the get-go and then judge it after playing it.
Yeah,
So that way they already
Yeah.
give them their money.
but also I think this is somewhat like all right. I think this was also because like they stopped the review copy thing because some gamers, I'm not gonna even like point, they don't like it unless it's like an 8 or a 9, you know? If you got rid of that and then just said buy the game and think it for yourself instead of letting companies like an IGN, Game Informer, Metacritic play the game for yourself and judge it before these guys just come in and trash it over something they don't like or whatever, you guys judge it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, are we moving on?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll move on.
Yep.
Alright. So this is probably my most anticipated thing. So you guys know Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco does the Dark Souls games, or publishes them. Doesn't
Amongst
make them.
other, as well as a lot of anime games
So
and whatnot.
over the
And
weekend,
Tales.
they announced or showed off a little bit of the new project in Code Vein. If you guys don't know what Code Vein is, no one really does. All that we really know at this time is that it's a Dark Souls like game but with vampires.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, pretty
Ghouls,
much.
I don't know. Did you
There's like
see
this
any
one.
of this?
I'm looking at it right now. It looks. Oh
They've only
God,
had a they've only had a teaser trailer and
creepy as fuck.
screenshots.
Some of the shit I'm seeing.
How's it creepy?
Like the designs of some of the characters
Huh.
and some
Okay,
of the
I wouldn't
artwork
really.
does go off this very creepy vibe. Oh, there we go. Must be some of the artwork. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Oh, it looks like one of those anime games
But
Yeah,
it's going to
it's gonna be
be.
in
being developed by.
JRPG.
I don't. They didn't. They haven't come out. I think it just is literally being made by Bandai Namco.
Hmm.
Yep, Bandai Namco Studios.
And they say it's going to be a punishing RPG like the Souls games. So I don't know if it's going to include Souls like combat, but it's going to be very hard like Dark Souls, they said. But assuming that if it's going to be a lot like Dark Souls, I'm assuming the combat's going to be relatively the same.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not so sure about that because I imagine it'd be a lot faster pace.
So Bloodborne,
Yeah, that's
which
technically
is
how Dark
just
Souls
Dark
game.
Souls, but a different skin.
Yeah, basically.
And this time people will actually appreciate the
I mean,
text Dex
I
build.
honestly, so it's great that this game's coming out, but I honestly hope that this doesn't become like the new bandwagon. Hardest
What?
fuck,
You know it
hardest
is.
fuck, creepy
It's
looking
gonna be like,
RPG.
Segways! I didn't even tell him to do that, people. This is actually the next part. Is the Souls-like genre getting dull? Is everybody doing it?
I mean,
It
let's think about it for a moment. I mean, ever since Dark Souls became super, super popular, we've seen a lot of clones. I mean, we've seen Lords of the Fallen, Neo. They're not bad. Don't get me wrong, they aren't bad, but we're just seeing them pop out everywhere
yes.
as of
So
recently.
if we include
I'm
Code
really
Vein,
worried
we
that we're
there's
gonna get
Lords of the
tired of them.
Fallen, the Surge, and now Nio.
Or Nio, whatever it's
And
pronounced.
Bloodborne. I will count Bloodborne even though it's made by the same people. That's 5 different games that have copied the formula.
and that's not all of them. There's a crap ton.
What else, Matthew? I don't know what else.
Uh, Salt Sanctuary.
Oh, well, if we're counting
Uh,
games that are
Oh,
punishing,
oh
there's
yeah.
also Hyperlight Drifter. Um, there's Titan
no, that's
Souls.
like, yeah.
There's a lot others,
Well,
but like there is there. What I listed was like all the third person games. But yes, Matthew's like there's a whole bunch of other games that have copied very punishing
yeah.
mechanics.
Yeah, it's just. I hope this doesn't become oversaturized, like like the shooter, like the military shooters or the zombie genre.
Ba, 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 ba.
Hmm. Going to the phone. I
Okay,
say,
so let's see. It's just, man, this cover. I mean, I am kind of fond of Souls games quite a bit, even though I my only experience with the actual Souls series being like Dark Souls Dark Souls 1. I have tried a bit of Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, but it's just I don't know. I always piss out when it comes to hard as shit games. The only reason why I didn't piss out on Lords of the Fallen was because that was actually kind of forgiving. That and wasn't really
uh,
designed that well. The AI was pretty dumb.
yeah, like it was Dark Souls, but like slow Dark Souls. So
Oh yeah, and the frame rate on consoles was awful.
yeah, so like the fucking enemies were easily predictable. The
Yeah.
damage was like okay.
Also,
And when
weapons were
in New Game
very.
Plus is impossible, and by the way, New Game Plus is impossible when
I
defeating the
didn't
final
really have
boss
to.
unless you use a strength build.
But
But it kind of seems like they want you to play as a strength build because like the character
Because
itself.
of the whole stupid gimmick that the final boss of that game had, the fact that he could heal himself,
Uh,
which makes it impossible on New Game Plus.
um, so, but me and Matt are probably the biggest Dark Souls fans here. Well, we are by a mile. If we include Jeff Gould, we're the biggest fans by kind of a mile. Um,
yeah.
and so I don't know if I can actually get bored of Souls-like games. If there's like 2 or 3 that come out a year, I'll enjoy them personally. Matthew, can you get bored with a Souls-like game?
Fuck no. I kind of felt sad after being the last DLC for Dark Souls 3
So, I guess,
because
are you looking forward to seeing if the Surge can be that next big Souls game?
honestly I am, but considering Drain Vein, like not Code Vein is like being made like in a similar area. I kind of want to see how they go with that rather than Scourge or Surge.
Alright. I'm
Yeah.
excited for Code Vein. From what they've shown off, it's really cool. Let's hope that it's
It's not a
projected to be out
disappointment.
in 2018, and I believe it's coming out on all platforms. They haven't.
Is
They
it now? Uh,
Yes, I believe it is coming out on all platforms. They've already said that, but it will be out in 2018. They said.
it's not that far off, honestly.
Yeah, it's not that bad of a timetable.
Hopefully, it's gonna
Considering I
delay in
imagine
like
they just probably made
some
that
shit.
trailer, like that probably was. They probably showed us alpha shit. Probably the game's probably like
Yeah.
miles ahead.
No, maybe the game's like probably like in pre-alpha, honestly.
Well,
Like considering that,
if that's pre-alpha, then they've got to be somewhat further ahead. I mean, do you unless they know exactly what they're doing and they're like, we can make this in a year, no problem.
that is true. Well, hopefully they give review copies out sooner. At least show like gameplay trailer.
I
Oh,
think, this is
talking
my
about
personal opinion, I think Code Vein could steal next year's E3. I think it could steal the show.
uh, oh fuck yeah, like another Dark Souls game coming out like within that small of a time frame, it'll definitely take the show. Unless like something else like really fucking good comes along
Unless
within
Dark
the
Souls
next few
4
months.
comes out and they're like, hey, it's back.
Well,
Fuck that.
speaking of Dark Souls, they announced the
Well,
fucking bundle pack, the
Yeah,
Fading Fire
that was
something.
also released. Just to let people know. You can
Yeah,
go buy the
Dark Souls 3 with all the DLC and with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, that's basically the gaming portion. A lot of people were probably expecting us to talk about Call of Duty World War II. That got announced the day we're filming this, and it's really not much to talk about besides they said, hey, it's happening. So,
bring back the glory days of Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3.
And Call of Duty, the game needs to retire for at least for a couple of years.
But you forgot. But you forgot. This is Activision we're talking about. They won't. They will run you till you are completely dry.
Yeah.
uh,
This is what they did to
But
poor
still,
Treyarch.
it'll probably be like the best selling game because like Call of Duty's.
yeah. But yeah, we're not going to waste too much time really on it. I mean, it maybe, I
Yeah.
don't know, we might talk about it next week if there's literally nothing else to talk about more in depth, but eh. We're going to go
In
ahead
terms of talking
and
about it.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to questions. So I don't know if we did this question, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it first. Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
Mm, probably, probably graduating college. No, probably out of college. Probably my own place.
All right.
Okay.
Probably in medical school, trying to pay off my debt.
I see myself in 5 years working for Blizzard Austin. Jeff Kaplan, make this happen. Jeff Kaplan's gonna.
It'll be Overwatch 2.0.
Dude, oh yes! I can be Jeff's right hand man.
If you wrestle with Jeff, prepare for death.
Dude, I will never wrestle with Jeff. I'll be like his bodyguard, even though he doesn't need it. I'll be the guy to pull Jeff off people. Alright. Alright. Which fad is the worst to you guys? And I'm actually gonna do a different one, because I thought about this more a little bit. I'll go first. I fucking hate the term selfie. I fucking hate that term with a damn passion.
Selfie.
I hate it. Hate it, fucking hate it. I fucking hate that. It's a picture, not a selfie. But yes. Also, actually, by this time, oh damn, I'll save that for the end. What do you got? What's your guys' worst fad? Which fad is the fucking just absolute most despicable thing you've seen?
Oh, we'll
Um,
go again.
Which
that
fad is the
like
worst?
trend.
Uh. Oh God, there's a lot I can name over the years.
Well, a recent one, I guess.
Uh.
Come on, there's
Oh
plenty to
God, that's
choose
hard.
from.
Ghouls is right now Matthew from last week trying to name games he thinks is overrated.
Because I'm not really up to date with all this shit.
You have to have hate
uh.
one thing people are doing like mass hysteria over the past years, Ghouls. There's got to be one thing.
See. Hating to fuck all over something because it supposedly has a political message behind it. Like that Pepsi commercial.
Okay, there you go.
Because, or JonTron. Because that ends up bringing nothing but misery to the person that was in the wrong, but he didn't deserve anything more than, oh, he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, they kind of blew that over proportion, honestly.
Like, I mean, it's because, you know what I like to call it? I like to call it the witch hunt. The new witch hunt. You dare say something that's different to what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure I ruin your fucking career. Like Polygon or Gizmodo.
You mean like any social justice warrior? Yeah.
He hates
You know,
social justice
here
warriors.
let me make things
Confirmed.
very, very clear. Let me make things very, very clear. I I agree, I do believe in equality. I really do, but I'm not gonna go ahead and shove it down people's throats all the
Exactly, and
time.
that's where people get it wrong because
That's why people. If you wonder
they
why
want
people are
equality, but
so
they
annoyed by
choose to
people,
have a superiority complex with it.
like if you wonder why people get so annoyed by feminists and SJ and social justice people, it's because they hammered us down. They try to make everything into their problems, into an issue. I mean, I swear to God, I saw an article where someone was complaining that Persona 5 doesn't have any gay relationships. Like,
Dude, that's fucked up.
Alice, like, who cares? Who cares? If Alice wanted to make the guy a heterosexual, if you want to make your character heterosexual, fine. Who gives a shit? Not everything has to be revolving around you. That's why Target in Australia end up banning Grand Theft Auto 5 because of these people. And why
Or
JonTron got
wait,
booed
wait,
out of
wait. I
Ukulele.
got a solution to your heterosexual thing. Just don't bang anybody.
Oh, fat people
Yeah.
are. Oh, fat chicks aren't represented in video games. What about May? She's not fat. What about
No,
Mario?
ghouls, you're gonna bring up a sensitive topic, especially with that Chinese like rooster event. People got real pissed off real quick.
Oh yeah, they did. Like
I.
she's too
Who
skinny. She's not fat
cares?
enough.
Who cares? It is, you
Yeah,
know,
because
Blizzard
Roadhog is
even had
fucking.
to supposedly modify that costume because of it. Blizzard, you don't have to appeal to everybody.
I
Make
don't think they
whatever the
legit
fuck you
did
want.
anything. I'm pretty sure they just said they did something.
Yeah, I'm
Like
pretty sure they just said
Blizzard.
shit.
Now
Like,
here's the thing: Blizzard's a company that tries to please everybody, and I understand why they want to make sure their game sells to everybody. But that becomes a But it kind of becomes kind of annoying when it's put in there for without any reason. Like Tracer's gay. Okay, okay, that's fine. There's really no reason to confirm she's gay, but that's fine. You know. Oh, Symmetra's autistic. Like, okay.
wait, is she?
That's what the main director of Overwatch said.
Huh.
But, yeah. But
I
basically,
wouldn't
what I'm trying to say is,
expect it.
the people who support social justice, I I I understand your cause and I appreciate it, but don't force it down people's throats to the point where you want to ruin people's careers, like freaking you did to freaking JonTron and people like him.
All right. Touchy subjects. I love it.
I don't care. It bothers the shit out of me that
No,
people
I'm with you.
demonize somebody over something
Like
so
I,
stupid.
yeah, there should be like some equality, but like, I choose just to hate everyone equally because I
I,
can.
I'm just gonna point. The only
Anywho,
thing that I hate is women want special treatment, but they want to be treated equally, and then bitch when they get treated equally.
Oh yeah.
I think
It's
we
like,
shouldn't talk
what
about
about
this
that
much because
one? What
considering
about
we're all
that one
guys.
stupid? Have you guys ever heard of? I know I've talked about this a lot. But have you guys ever heard of Anita Sarkeesian and how she likes to go ahead and say that everything is like a woman, everything is sexist when it isn't
Uh,
fucking true, and how
mm,
she complains over every single thing that happens, even when it comes to games like 30 years ago. I think I
wow.
remember where she talked about Metroid, the original Metroid, and how in that game, the faster you beat the game, the more clothing Samus takes off at the ending screen. And she complains about that. Like, it's an 8-bit game from 1986.
You don't cheat
What's there to
shit.
complain about? There's no actual boobs, you dumb bitch.
Oh damn, Ghouls, Ghouls getting into a debate. Drama alert! Here we come.
And what's the, oh yeah, and she also went ahead and called Zelda Breath of the Wild sexist.
What?
How
When it's
exactly?
clear to me she doesn't know jack shit about the game.
How is it
What?
How
sexist? You literally
oh
can like
oh
cross dress.
Zelda is once
There, you
again the
literally have
damsel
to
in
cross
distress.
dress.
Like Zelda is once again the damsel in distress, even though she probably did shit in the actual new game. But I'm just gonna complain about it just to
Oh
make it.
yeah, because the one person who's been holding off Ganon for like fucking hundreds of years is being oppressed. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, there's a reason
No,
why
it's
no
being
one takes that
suppressed,
bitch
Matthew.
seriously.
That
Like,
her female powers did not just kick Ganon's massive ass.
Mm,
there's a reason
yeah.
why Sarkeesian is not taken seriously at all. And that's why she says stupid shit like that. Tries to make. And the
uh,
sad thing is, there are actually people who believes her, and it makes me sad.
well,
It
obviously
makes
they
me
haven't played the
sad.
game. They're just people who think they played the game by just watching a like 30-minute video on the actual game. Like, oh yeah, okay, I believe
Exactly.
her.
Heck, I don't even think she plays any of, because she's a condescending liar. I mean, I remember there's like this one clip of her where she says she doesn't play games at all. But then,
Then
like a
why
few years
talk
later,
shit
oh,
about?
I'm an avid gamer since I was like 5. Which one is it, bitch? Are you going to stand by what you said all those years ago, or are you just gonna lie just to get people to ride behind you so you can make more money?
uh, the path, the path of loyalty is very, very scared. Whatever.
Matthew, are you taking that SJW answer as well?
I would, but like, it's not like the. It is the worst fad, but like, I want to choose something else. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Because they,
say
for the most part, ruin. They almost ruin everything, like that Pepsi commercial.
they they.
If you
Oh
seriously
yeah, well,
boycott Pepsi over
that
a fucking
that
commercial,
was
you need
kind of
help.
fucked up because like they kind of just like they're protesting about like some stupid shit I had no idea about, so I shouldn't be saying anything. But like like they're protesting for something, so I guess we can just make a commercial out of it. Sure, why not? Like it's in the Times, I get it. They need the promotion, But still, like that's kind of like making the that's mm, mm, careful wording. Um, that's kind of like making a mountain out of a molehill. Yeah, yeah, that works.
What?
Anywho, based on the fucking thing. Anywho, I think like the worst fad for me would probably be like people saying the word lit or like dabbing. Like
Ooh,
yeah, it's been a thing.
dab on him.
Just let it die.
So when I say dab on him, that annoys you a little inside, Matthew?
Lit, not dab. But like
Oh, so if someone
people,
said it's lit, fam, you hate that?
I don't hate it to the point I hate the person. I just hate that they're using that language specifically.
You hate the words they're speaking. I follow.
Yeah, like there are literally
Oh
hundreds
yeah, I can
upon
add one to the
thousands of
list.
different words. Yeah,
I can add
of
another
words you can.
stupid thing to the list.
All right. Well, this is time some.
Cash me outside. How about that?
The fuck does that mean?
That's like an
I don't
old
know.
ass phrase, Ghouls. Do people in Detroit still use that?
No, they don't.
That would be too good.
Uh,
I'd move to Detroit right now just to hear that,
Hmm.
and then get shanked in the back alley like 10 minutes later. But it'll be
it's
worth
just
it
some
just to hear that
infamous
once.
phrase that some spoiled rich kid said.
Spoiled rich kid.
I think it's
Okay,
on
I instantly hate it
Dr.
now.
Phil or something.
Ooh, Dr. Phil.
Ooh. What about him?
Let
Oh no, she was on Dr. Phil, I believe.
Oh, okay.
so Dr. Phil. If by some miracle you're watching this, you should come on this podcast. I want you to diagnose us all. What problems do we have, Dr. Phil?
Oh, please tell me what I have wrong with me, Dr. Phil.
I feel like Matthew might be like a two-part episode alone.
Nah.
Or like he starts
I'll
to
just
talk about it and then it's like, Matthew? Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil?
it goes quiet for way too fucking long. I wish. But then I'll get but then like I'll get too much shit on my ass because like what the fuck happened to Dr. Phil? What happened to Dr. Phil? Like I don't
Ooh,
fucking know.
Matthew. This even leads. Oh, we are on fire segue wise. This doesn't. All right. All right. So let's just say, Matthew went into court, all right? Would I be willing to lie for Matthew for him to get out of jail for murdering Dr. Phil? Hell yes, I would. But so the question is, I don't know if anybody really got the whole point of that. Would you be willing to lie in a court for someone to get them out of jail if you knew, even if you knew what they did? Um, I mean, I guess this question that I figured out this question. I was like, there's two like different answers. Like, let's just say it's an acquaintance. Like, if it's an acquaintance, no, I'm not gonna lie for him. If it's one of the like people on this podcast, yeah, I'll lie for him. They're my best friends. I'll lie for him. But otherwise, nah.
Nah.
Eh. What? You wouldn't lie?
Wait, Ghouls, you saying you won't lie in the court of law?
I can't lie in the court of law, otherwise I'd be in deep shit.
I mean, you can.
You can. You just have to forsake the name of God. Easy as that.
I mean, people lie naturally on court anyway. People were saying that they didn't think Michael Jackson raped children. That's a lie already. They didn't believe OJ killed somebody. They lied.
uh,
All right,
Anyway,
Matt.
girls, you know the saying, God forgives God forgives.
Yeah, I guess.
Matthew, Matthew, I don't know what you did today, but do it every single day because when you're in savage mode, it's the best.
Uh,
Oh,
You guys should have seen him before we started filming. He was lighting them up.
yeah, because I was playing Persona 5. I accidentally typed in Tyra's saying, I'm on. I'm like, okay, I'll be in a sec, but due to my damn keyboard, it said in a sex.
yes.
Because
And
I
because
was
he's
playing
been
Persona
playing Persona
5.
5, naturally I would think like, oh, he's going through the romance scene.
He got excited in a Jimmy's. Let me just say that.
You over affection yet? No. And I ain't telling you, spoiling fucks, who it is, by the way.
You can't do that, ghouls.
No, because outlets will be like, oh, we're gonna. Well, if you even mention anything remotely of our game, we're gonna content ID you.
Oh shit, really? Did not know that.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
they're not
fucked
that
up.
extreme, but it's a joke. It's a joke.
I thought it was like Nintendo, like even if you mention like the name or like something
N-
about them, they would like instantly
They'll
go
take
to
your
your
video
I
system.
mean,
down. No,
it's weird.
you can't
It's
live
weird though.
stream after a certain point, or they will like take the stream down immediately.
Here's the weird thing: they'll allow they'll allow articles telling you tips and cheats, but they won't allow you to stream it.
Hmm.
What? Why? You made a guide for a reason, Atlas.
Mm.
Nah, people they probably just like think, oh, it's bad PR. We shouldn't let them do this kind of shit.
All right.
Like if like unless you want to make money off off a guide that I guarantee is out there for the game, why?
Hmm. Who knows?
All right. So, Matthew, did you actually answer? Because I'm assuming it would be yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
if I knew the person like well enough, I would. But like, if it's some random person, I really don't give a fuck about them. Then
Oh
fuck 'em.
yeah. If it's random, like I'm not saying that, but if it's for a friend, I mean, like one of the people on this podcast, yeah, I'd lie for him.
Yeah, I give no shits for other people other than my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, instantly I would lie.
All right. And I guess I'm gonna go last on this one. What's the worst gamer age you guys ever had?
The worst gamer wage?
Yeah, game.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to revisit this question because I want Jeff to answer this question so badly. I want to know his worst spell in his opinion.
Dude, he's got
He would
100 of them.
lie. He would
He's got
lie.
100 of them.
I hope he's
Mostly on
watching
competitive
this,
games.
Steven.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
He's probably watching this podcast. Hi, Jeff.
We'll
Yeah,
probably
and be
see
like,
we'll probably see like
and
a
then
fuck you.
I'll probably, hey Jay, you're still a competitive nerd for raging at people online over nothing.
All right, Ghouls, what's the worst set of gamer age you've ever had?
Uh,
Oh, wait, that's going to be in the future. Come back in like a couple weeks. He'll have it.
as currently, the worst gaming rage I ever had was, oh god, my first time playing Mega Man X6. The game was horrible. That game was a train wreck from beginning to fucking end.
Oh, wait. Oh, I already got... After Ghosts and Goblins, you're playing X6, but you don't have any of this power armor shit that you put on. You're beating the game normally.
Wait, what?
With X. After
I
Ghosts
am
and
not
Goblins.
using normal X. No. I'll use normal 0, not normal X.
No.
I'll
Zero
die.
makes the game too easy. You got to use normal X. If you don't make the video in 2 weeks, next week you got to play Ghosts and Goblins. And then he's gotta go through X6, no cheat codes, no nothing. He's just gotta beat the game as normal X, none of this bogus power armor shit.
Fuck. But wait, it's so that shit's mandatory to beat the fucking game.
Well, you know what, Goose? You gotta
But
be a
some of
little more
the stuff
creative
that
sometimes.
some of the
Goose,
stuff in
Goose, this
no,
could all go away if you take like an hour out of your day to make a minute video.
I'll do it eventually, but fuck.
How long
You
is
gotta
eventually's
have to use
been like
parts. They
Goose?
have to.
Grills,
If I do
grills,
that, I
grills.
gotta use
No,
parts because that's the
grills.
only way I'll get through Gates Lab Part 1.
Look, we should make this deal. For each week you don't do it. The
I have to
game
suffer
will
through a
get
torture
harder
porn,
and
I get it.
harder and harder. Like the
Wait,
game
what'd
will
you
get
say, Matthew?
Harder and harder. For each week he doesn't make the video, the game we choose will get harder and harder.
Oh yes, Matthew, you get it,
What?
boy.
Bring it on. Bring it on. I'll
Oh,
make this video eventually. Bring it on.
oh
Bring it
wait,
on. I will
okay,
slack off and rage.
okay. Oh, I already got like the base one. I've got like if he would somehow do it, Matthew, you Goose. Actually, I'll tell you what how you can get out of all this. All right, beat Dark Souls 1 without leveling up. If you can do that, all this goes away. You don't ever have to make the video. But you can never level up.
I hate you. That's impossible!
Dude, Dark Souls 1 is a soul level 1.
That's impossible! Not even the most no
Dude, somebody beat the game
No,
Soul Level
totally
1
can.
with a Dance Central pad.
That kid's fucking has no life, okay? He's actually did that.
Those are serious Dark Souls players who like go through like New Game Plus, like plus multiple in Soul Level 1. Those are the serious fucking
Ghouls, I'm
characters.
asking you to take 5 minutes out of your days. You did that for Persona 5. The minute it got announced, you made a video on it. I'm asking you to make a minute video just saying, hey, go watch this podcast I'm on and subscribe
I'll
to this
do it.
guy.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right. I guess the final question, all right? Oh, wait. We only did 3 questions. Shit.
Oh shit.
Okay, actually,
That's
skip that. This is short and simple. If you could see anything in the world, what would it be and why?
Repeat that.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be and why? And then we're going to go back to the gamer age question.
Anything in the world?
Anything.
I would like to attend an actual live action show in Japan. Or
Okay.
see a shoot of it.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I guess I'll go because I'm going last on the next. So, um, I would probably like. I'm trying to think here. I would just personally, I think, want to go to. This is like a kind of an easy answer, but I would just want to go on like a space shuttle and see the top of the universe. Just see Earth from like the top point of view, and I'd just be like, this is so fucking cool.
Nice answer. Alright, let's see. If I can see anything at all. Let's see.
You want to see that Jason Voorhees killing spree live and in person, right? And you be unharmed.
I wouldn't mind that, actually. I honestly wouldn't mind. But I was like thinking of like terms like like actually seeing a battle royale type thing.
Oh God.
It's like it would seem cool to see something like that, wouldn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. It'd be cool as fuck.
Right? But it's hard to choose because like there would be so many things that could go wrong unless like I was like providing
No,
safety
no,
for.
you're harmless in this. You're not gonna get hurt from it.
All right. Does it have to be plausible or can it be like
No, it can be
impossible?
like it can. I mean, it can be. I mean, it's got to be. I guess like you can't say I want to. Yeah, it's got to be somewhat plausible. Battle Royale, I feel, is somewhat plausible.
It is. Like it could be plausible. I wouldn't mind seeing like an explosion like go down and like in the fuck that kind of sounds like kind of terroristy. Never mind. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. I'll want to like go to like an actual live horror movie and actually be safe.
Okay. Okay. All right. So back to Game of Age. Ghouls, what was yours?
My game range, I said already, my first time playing X6.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's going to change in about a couple weeks when he plays through Mighty Number 9 Life only.
Or when you play through Dark Souls with only one soul level.
I'll, actually, here's what I'll do. He has got.
He can
I'll make
level
it
up, but he
somewhat
can't use
plausible for him because I know in a
that.
fucking million years he won't do that. I'm trying to feel like what's a plausible boss that I feel like he's got to beat Moon. He's got to get up to Moonlight Butterfly for that. If he can get up to Moonlight Butterfly, that's fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
All right. What's your worst game of rage, Matthew?
Hmm. I would say our recording for Gears of War 4, that fucking like weird Brumok thing that was clearly a Brumok, but they said it wasn't a Brumok.
That
I've heard that, no
motherfucker
problem.
sucked. Like, man, we sat, I think, and fought that boss like collectively for 3 hours.
Yeah, we did. We spent 3 hours on that fucking boss. It was like one recording session.
Because me and Matthew were making good time. I was like, we might beat this tonight. And then, because we were
That
running on a
boss just,
schedule
like,
because,
stomped us.
yeah, the Brumont kicked our ass because you were going to San Antonio, weren't you, for your to see your family for that weekend?
Yeah.
So he had a
People
bunch
where I
to
live,
catch
though.
like at 10 or 11 a.m. and we're sitting here at like 4 a.m. trying to kill this fucking Brumok.
Yeah, before I went for the weekend. That or possibly the new fucking fuck the sub boss for the new DLC in Dark Souls 3. Like
Oh,
I
Dark
legit felt rage.
Darkito Medea?
Yeah, I didn't want to say the name because many people didn't know what the fuck he was.
It's not a spoiler, really. I mean, you don't really know. That isn't a spoiler. Like, it's just the name of something. We didn't even specify what it was.
Yeah, true.
Alright. So, you guys are gonna need to gather around here, because mine is Dark Souls 1. You know, I'm not that violent of a
Oh yeah,
person.
I've heard this story.
Um, I'm not a violent person. Like, I'm not a violent person, really. But, so, Dark Souls 1. So, this game and I had an awkward relationship. I bought it because I saw a Let's Player play, and I was like, that looks really cool. So, I bought it. It was like 30 bucks at the time. So, I'm like, okay. And I get in. I was like, I know this game's hard, so naturally I get my ass kicked by the first real boss. Those the the fucking thing on the bridge. And I know you were supposed to do the diving attack, but I just sucked and I couldn't get invisibility frames. I just was getting my ass kicked. So I took a break from the game. Then one of my friends bought it, Colton. You know him, and then I played it a little more. I beat him. I was happy. I continued playing it. Then I stopped playing it again for like probably about a month or two, and I got a craving to play it because I continued. He finally uploaded like a shit ton of the Let's Play. I was like, all right, so I'm playing it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in this game now. I'm not getting my ass kicked. I'm getting my ass kicked, but just not as much.
Then
And then I get to Orlando, and I was like,
Fuckers of
oh
Doom.
shit, the difficulty spike ran up massive.
Oh, FYI, I think you can go back. You just gotta talk to those gargoyles.
Yeah, but
Those
I was
weird
getting my
demon
ass
things
kicked,
that-
alright? So I make it to Ornstein and Smoke, the hardest boss possibly in Dark Souls franchise. Alright, anyway.
Fuck that fight. Fuck
Alright,
that fight.
so I'm trying to kill Ornstein, who likes lightning, with a lightning spear.
I thought I think the fire dude's weak to it.
Yeah, the big dude's weak to him, and I killed him first with these. And I was like, all right, this. After a while getting my ass kicked, I was like, I'm never going to beat this boss. And I was like, all right, I killed one of them. It can't be too hard. And the guy was fairly weak at the time, so I was like, okay, it's done. Then he regains his entire life bar back. And I'm like, well, fuck. And then, so I get my ass kicked countless times.
Oh yeah.
And then I get to him, and I almost beat him. I was like, the end is in sight. And my controller dies. Die. And throw my controller across the room. And this was on the 360, so you know that bottom part basically just breaks right off.
Oh god.
I broke a controller over that boss, and those fucking batteries not... Because I kept telling myself I need to switch the batteries, but I always forgot about it, and then the one time that they died, it was when I was about to win, and I got so heated, as you can tell.
Yeah.
But yes, that was my worst
I
game
don't
already.
blame you. It's one of the It's one of the hardest boss fights I've ever had pleasure of going through.
Alright, but that's it, guys.
He's the prince of the land of fire.
Alright.
Alright, I guess that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you all so much for subscribing, watching this, whatever. You guys can hit that like button, and also go spam Loot Crate. Tell them you want that Nerd Tavern code, because we still need a sponsor. Blue Apron, Dollar Shave Club, Nintendo. Hit us up.
Loot crate.
Oh, yeah, Loot Crate, of course. We want Loot Crate, primarily, but we accept anybody.
Birthday.
So go ahead and do y'all outros.
Yeah.
This is G Shazers 07. I'll catch you guys later.
This is Matt. This is Matt. You know who I am, you know what I am, and don't fucking judge me for it.
Adding to it. I love it, Matthew. Thank you all so much. Catch us next week for more Nerd Tavern. The tavern's officially closed. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all next week. And soon you will see Ghouls Rage at Mighty number 9. One life playthrough.
Uh...
See ya.